Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders, for a brand new journey begins. A tale to answer the call of Kel'Thuzad. My favorite Warcraft character of all time has claimed the most overwhelming victory of any poll I have ever put on the channel. It warms my cold undead heart. So we'll be checking out the brand new changes to the undead mechanics introduced in the Wolf update, which coincidentally has received a new patch. Wolf update 1.3 has arrived. It is primarily bug fixes, but if you would like to see the full patch notes, you can find a link to that in the description down below.
Choose your destination.
So let's hop into it, shall we? We shall be creating a realm, and I did hear the call, the request for different realm traits instead of the tried and true, and I will look into doing that. But to be fair, in the poll, every choice except this one had special environmental and modifier realm traits. So this will be the last time for a little bit that we do just my good old reliable realm traits. As for where we are of course in the Eastern Kingdoms of Warcraft, circa Warcraft 2, prior to Warcraft 3, but after the events of Warcraft 2. So there wasn't really one here that's like a geography trait that really fit what I wanted, but continents is the closest thing. There will be no climate trait because in the Eastern Kingdoms there's climates of all types. No inhabitants because there's no inhabitants that fit what's happening here. And of course no presence traits. I yearn for the day that we can make our own. So for our traits, we will be going with Wondrous Past. I can't play without it. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's a can of worms. And last time we went with the Massive Underground. Did I scroll past it? We went with the Massive Underground because of course in the Forgotten Realms where Kasessic was playing, the Underdark is big. It's ginormous. However, in Warcraft, there is very little underground. The traditionally underground characters live in mountains, not under the ground. But of course, as the story has gone on in the timeline, they've expanded the underground, and I think now the underground is its own realm, biome. But we're back in the past. We don't care about retail. Forget it. Forget it. And we'll also be going with one more trait, the Disdain for Evil. At this time, the Eastern Kingdoms have been ravaged by the Orcish hordes and the dark magic at their disposal. So as they rebuild, as they reconstruct, this realm ain't got no time for that evil shenanigans. It prays to the light in hope that the darkness abates. So all empires gain grievances against empires with evil alignment. Spoiler alert, we're going to have some of that. Now, I did, for full transparency, I did try this already with distrusting locals, and this is a ridiculous modifier. This reduces the Whispering Stone strength by -3. Don't believe that. Or was it this one? No, it was this one. Because when you give them a Whispering Stone, they still retain negative allegiance. So I'm not sure if you need to throw Imperium at them to actually start earning their allegiance, or if you need a special build. I'm just not going to deal with it. So we'll go with this. I debated Ruined Realm, but like I said, at this time in the timeline, prior to Warcraft 3, Reconstruction was well underway. Everyone was building up. So it actually makes sense that, all of the free cities are starting at level 1 for once in our life. We're going to go with a very large map size with 9 players, of course. We are... Okay, so I go normal... Let's see. We go normal here to do it there. Got it. This realm... We're primarily in the Eastern Kingdoms, but there will be some external factors, you could say. So we'll go with this one. Eastern Kingdoms, very, very good. Now this playthrough... all that normal stuff. We're turning off Allied Victory. We don't need an Allied Victory. We're here to win for ourselves. We also going to have slow score, because this playthrough is going to have minor advantage. All of the AI, except one, will deal 15% additional damage and take 15% less damage. However, one very important opponent, who I can guarantee you'll never guess, is going to have major advantage. Units of this faction deal plus 30% damage and take 30% less damage. My oh my. And of course, the AI difficulty is going to be brutal, which I guess is very hard still. But I want my starting conditions in world threat normal. The game is just so slow if you have a high world threat. It's so slow. Unacceptable. So let's hop into it, shall we?
Your journey starts here.
Now, there are a lot of humans in this particular playthrough, because humans are the most populated area of the Eastern Kingdoms, and especially where we are. You know, like the Northern Eastern Kingdoms. And we are rebels from Dalaran, the magocracy of Dalaran. So we're going to have a lot of magical influence, such as arcane focus. And what else shall we have? Do we just go all in? The AI has advantage, left gives myself advantage. So we'll go with Keen-Sighted as well. This gives us additional accuracy on physical, ranged, and magical attacks. And then adaptable. We're adaptable. We can adapt to any situation. Why not?
What is their origin culture?
We shall be playing as the Mystic culture. Now, in my humble opinion, Mystic culture is the worst culture to do undead stuff with, but we're going to make it work. Our structures have additional mana income. Our units have attunement Starblades, which gives them random elemental damage whenever we cast a spell. Stacking up to 3 times. And we have the Astral Echoes mechanic. These can only be picked up by our culture, and will grant us either knowledge or mana upon pickup. And there's a special building we can use to manipulate that. There is a peculiar society tree here, which I believe is coming from one of my mods that hopefully Future Fabe put on the screen eventually. But if not, you can find it in the description of all the videos, any of the mods that I'm using. I'm using a lot more than usual today. They are almost all additional like Tome mods and whatnot. And there's a new mod I'm using that I really enjoy. But we'll talk to that when we get to the character creation. Now, the most important thing is that Kel'Thuzad is silver-tongued. This is totally not the only reason I didn't want to use Ruined Realm, but it's a significant one. Silver-tongued makes it so pronouncements cost 50% less, so, you know, friendship, rivalry, all that. Trade with free cities costs us minus 100% resources. It's good. We also start with an additional scout, which is very helpful for our culture. And we start with the Court of Whispers Imperium trait, so we get a second stone. I loved Silvertongue, it's so good. And Kel'Thuzad kind of spread the cult of the damned, using his silver tongue and, of course, his influence and vast reserves of cash. Which brings us to the second society trait that I'm really torn on. Now, we could, of course, go Scions of Evil. Scions of Evil is probably the best society trait in the game. It's so good. But we're not strictly evil. You know? We just want to learn the forbidden magics and bring about doom, bring about death, eternal life, and undeath. We could also go Gifted Casters. We might do this, actually. Because we did Disdain for Evil, right? So if we go with Scions of Evil, we're going to immediately start hated by everybody. Which I could do. But we can work our way to being evil. Remember, at this point, I guess I never explained the story, huh? Kel'Thuzad has diverged from Dalaran and is starting a coup to begin his research into magic.
Choose your
which I can explain now.
Of magic.
Kel'Thuzad was expelled from the magocracy of Dalaran for investigating the forbidden arts, i.e. necromancy. And he has decided to have a little bit of a coup and pursue his own path. with like-minded fellows. So we'll be starting with the Tome of Necromancy. This has been pulled down to Tier 1. This was an excellent change. Most of this is familiar, like the usual stuff. Decay has been given a special effect now, where, just kidding, Necrotize has been given a special effect now, where whenever something dies that has been necrotized, will spawn a decaying zombie, which can be very helpful. Necromancers are also here, so we actually have support starting out of the gate, which could make this very useful for the Dark Culture. You love to see it, although it's not a healing support, it's just a support. And the new mechanic of reanimation. There are 3 tiers of reanimation, and we start with skeleton reanimation. Another change is that there's not just one type of skeleton with the little stick. There is the warrior skeleton, the shield variant, the polearm skeleton, which is the original kind, the archer skeleton, and the mage skeleton, which is a battle mage. So we're going to have lots of random chaff floating around if we can afford it in the soul economy. We also start with Soul Well, which will help with that, and Soul Collection, if we can get it, and if we can afford the 3 gold upkeep to get it
What is your
rolling.
ruler's origin?
Now, technically, Kel'Thuzad is a champion. Technically. But we're going Wizardkin. I need to cast spells.
Yourself.
I feel it in me bones. So, allow me to create Kel'Thuzad. Now, before I reveal my visage of Kel'Thuzad, Kel'Thuzad kind of had 3 stages of his life, his adult life. The one we are most familiar with, the 3rd stage, is once he is a true and proper Lich. This takes place about halfway through the events of Warcraft: The Frozen Throne, when he is thrown into the Sunwell and recreated as the Lich King's prime lieutenant. Unfortunately, I can't make that in this game, though I would love to, and that's a little too far along the timeline for our particular story. The 2nd phase is when players first meet him as the ruler of the Cult of the Damned. At that stage, he has already offered his soul to the Lich King, and he is already, that's already in the events of Warcraft 3. So, while I did draw a lot of inspiration for my appearance from that, we are a lot closer to the 1st phase of his life, when he was an Archmage of the Kirin and a sitting member of the Council of 6. Now, of course, he has been expelled from that position for his pursuit of the forbidden arts, and instead of answering the call of Ner'zhul, which has mysteriously been silenced, he has instead gathered his resources and his influence to rebel against Dalaran and the greater alliance of Lordaeron that forbids the pursuit of such great power. And so here we are. The Cult of the Damned has like a twin scythe symbol, so I just went with, the only scythe I could find. He's not as purple as I'd like, but there's a lot of purple going on, so
Your journey
it's fine.
begins.
And unfortunately, this is like the only Necromancer robe in the game. So he's not a Lich yet, but he will be, so that's what's important. Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. I don't believe he had a last name. He leads... Now, they were called the Cult of the Damned in Warcraft. But they were kind of damned by the Lich King, I guess? So while they embraced it, it was supposed to have like a negative connotation, I believe. So instead, we're going to be going after what they pursued. Also kind of ties into our late game tomes. The Cult of Eternity. Because Kel'Thuzad lured in powerful and influential entities by promising them eternal life. Of course, as undead, but eternal nonetheless. And his throne city shall be the throne of eternity. There's a little bit of double entendre here, which is hilarious, and you'll see later on. I'm not going to change the biography. That's too much work. I changed everyone else's biography. So let's march into the realms of the Eastern Kingdoms and begin our grand rebellion. Welcome, my friends, to the Eastern Kingdoms. A new ruler emerges. Indeed it does. We start with Necrotize, Cosmic Ablation, And the magic shield. I don't particularly like the magic shield, but it is cheap. If, we want to spam it out. Our starting forces are, of course, Kel'Thuzad, the Soother, which is our tier 2 support. The Arcane Guard, an Arcanist, and a Scout. This is a very poor start, if I do say so myself. Let's pump out an Arcane Guard. Get started. We will, of course, start with the Evocator's Abode. This is our special production building, so we'll get that pumping. Now, our Scouts are a caster unit, I hesitate to say. Where are we? We're in the corner. Oh, by the glory of the dark gods, by the grace of death, we've done it. Now, our Scouts have a very special property, as do all Scouts. I guess we'll go make sure our corner is safe. Our Scouts float. They are unimpeded by terrain, and it is glorious. But their main purpose is to go out into the world and find the astral echoes for our joy. Now, we have an exceptional start with our research here. This is quite good. It is dangerous, I think, to get the soul collection economy starting early. I mean, while it is nice to get souls, that 30 gold upkeep goes into buildings. But I guess I don't have to build units. We'll start it. Whatever. And by start it, I mean we'll lock it so we can start skeleton reanimation. And, get cracking. Of course, one of the things we're going to want right away, proper away, is whatever it is that gives astral attunement to our units. Knowledge. We're just going to make sure this corner is safe. It looks safe. In fact, that is... Oh, drop. Maybe we can go get it. Wow. This is a very slow start, huh? Well, we'll go get the draft so we can start pumping stuff out, because we're going to want... Yes, is the amount of scouts we're going to want. Seer Lyra Ravenbeak of the Free City, Otra Vicalis greets you nervously, as if they might invoke your wrath at any given moment. Well met, Kel'Thuzad, we cult of eternity of Otra Vicalis. I almost nailed it. Have heard many stories about the torment of shadows you went through and the power you now wield. We hate to imagine what you forsook to earn it. Hopefully you will curb any potential power-hungry tendencies as you make your way through these lands. Unlikely. Yeah, I think you're gonna die. Cool. Now, I could give them a Whispering Zone. I should have done that turn 1. But I think I'm gonna kill him. We are going to try and do some rapid El Rapido expansionism. Like, boom, right out the gate. In the last playthrough, with the Kasasic playthrough, I was a little slow. I took my time, as it were. And that is unacceptable. So I don't mind trespassing. Because like I said, I'm going to kill them. Those are the astral echoes that are laden all around the world, and we will be picking them up. Now, I believe the scouts are drawn to them, the mystic scouts. So I couldn't just eat them on auto. But we'll try and get a lay of our immediate land first, manually. Personally. Before we do any of that. Cool. Now, the Arcane Guard isn't bad as far as, like, Tier 1 Spear Boys are concerned, because they do inflict Sundered resistance. Also, you know the rules, and so do I. Do I go Restore? Nah. Gotta go support on our Lord. We'll boost him out, and we'll get another Arcane Guard. Yeah. We'll use our Imperium to boost ourselves out, and you know I love me some pastures, which we don't have. We also don't have any fisheries, except for right there, so we'll expand in this direction. That gives us access to these two things. Beautiful. This might be a Seafarers Guild, which is certainly intriguing. Of course, if you were to play Seafarers in the Warcraft universe, you'd probably just go Kultiris, right? Which played a significant role in the, around about the timeline that we're in. Around about. Good old Dalen Proudmoore. And by good ol', I mean the dick. Beware, beware. That. The daughter of the sea. So I might as well, while we have this downtime, explain a little bit about where we are, who we are, and our great schemes. Let's boost that for economy. So, Kel'Thuzad was a glorious archmage of the Kirin, an ancient order that ruled the magocracy of Dalaran. The magocracy was part of the Alliance of Lordaeron during the events of the Second War, Warcraft 2. However, the Kirin have an ancient rule, a rule as old as them, and that is that necromancy is forbidden. And that's not cool. That's unacceptable. So, Kel'Thuzad began his exploration into the dark magics and was found out by Grand Magus, Archmage Antonidas. We'll be grabbing the knowledge extraction, because I'm going to need this eventually, and then we're going to save our Imperium to take over Atravicalis. At that point, he was threatened to be exiled and stripped of all of his titles if he pursued this dark magic. And, you know, he did. He continued to pursue it. By leaving and heading to Northrend, where he offered himself to the Frozen Throne to become a master of necromancy, which cost him his soul. But of course, in this realm, we're doing it ourselves. You know what they say. To receive an official invitation from the friendly seer of Atravicalis, the great Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad, we of Atravicalis hereby humbly invite you to join the name day celebration of our seer Lyra Ravenbeak. We would be honored if you would attend, and we look forward to your gift. Well, as I'm going to murder them, I don't care. Now, I could have, if I gave even half of a shit about them, Kel'Thuzad would diplomatically worm his way into their hearts. But that's a stipulation, that I have to give a shit about them. And I don't. So, you know, I could keep this and pop this later. Those are some advanced strats. Because this is a level up to the whole team. I think we will. Do we try some advanced strategies? Let's do it. We'll take the Soul Collection. Get the Scroll of Attunement going. Right now it won't benefit us at all, but as we get Skeletons up and running, it will. I cannot believe there are two... Oh, there are Astral Echoes. The one time I've done this... Now we're going to worm our way into that heart. That's a heart we're going to worm our way into. I think I'm going to stay down here. And we're going to diplomacy our way out of this. Right. I got very poor luck, Corey, with finding these things. We're already up to 5 Astral Echoes. My goodness gracious. You love to see it. Now we're going to need a Forester. I am going to build another one. Like I said, we're going to want a lot of scouts. Now, there is another Mystic player on the map you may be able to guess who it is. Best keep him with me. The Mystics are a little, like, they're not great, but I mean, they shoot cosmic bolts at people. Excuse me, the Scouts. Yeah, why not? We'll do it. I'm not sure if we're competing for these, or if everyone just gets their own. Elder Fokla Wild of the Free City Riverbed greets you with bad teeth. Halt, Lich-Lord. So the rumors are true. You seek to invade our ancestral lands. We, the Elder Spits, we, wolven wild spirits of Riverbed, do not bow to outlanders. We follow the sacred glacial mammoth for guidance. She has instructed us to reject your lies and your fetters. Really? The ancestral, or the glacial mammoth. In Ashland terrain, huh? Cool. Well, thanks to this guy spawning, we can cast our Scroll of Attunement, and we'll pull him back. Maybe he'll stay alive and become a tier 3 unit. Maybe he won't. It's really all up in the air. Alright, let's get to work. Ooh, this is straight into battle, okay. Come, scouts. Join me in my battle. See how the auto does? Okay. Perhaps to be expected. I am going to try... Do we go that deep? What are you? Melee? Melee with Whirlwind. So what we'll do is we'll get our spears, i.e. our pretend front line, in the bushes to see if they can block these boys. Of course, these are of our culture, so they will have advanced vision. We'll get our scouts to float over here. See what we can do. Now, Kel'Thuzad did use a staff, but Orbs of Necromancy is just too much to pass up. Okay. I'm going to Cosmic Ablate that. Then I'm going to Overchannel. Necrotize it. Hello. You have been tied up. That's how we're going to pan that out. And then I'm going to kill this. So that we can double tie it up. You can go up here. Get a little bit of a soothing breeze. I always liked the soothing breeze. Thematically, it fits with a lot of like hydromancy, which is kind of uncommon these days. Bit of a shame. Like I said, our mystic projections here aren't going to impress anybody with their DPS. But every little bit matters when we are at war. Ow. 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 Well, it's still true. Boop. Can I turn you around? No, I can't do anything with you. Well. We can bonk this guy. Now, this will set me on fire, which is unfortunate. Let's get our Cavalry Slayer bonking going. Boop. Okay, so we have a kill here. Turn you there. But I think we're going to definitely want to focus our DPS. I mean, I could summon something with our Raise Undead. See what we can do here. A difficult first fight. The Arcane Guard are not known for their durability. Damn. It's quite unfortunate. But hey. Is what it is. Kel'Thuzad will claim the killing blow, and we just need to get a lot of healing going. Healing and recruiting. Zap to zap. Alright. Okay, we have 49 souls. What did I lose? Mainly frontline. So we can get a warrior and a polearm. Wow, I should have gotten a mage as well. Holy crap. We are going to absorb this city. It's going to take 4 turns, and we're going to have to keep pumping out units. Not those kind of units. Real units. I'm going to expand into a forester. We're really doing water stuff. But that's okay. I love the water. Water's great. There was water near Dalaran. I wouldn't call it a port or anything, but... Let's get a live Barbie. And a shipyard. Give me an Arcanist. My draft is really bad. I have to fix that. We have our little Storm Spirit coming back. That is tied up. Now that we have our Imperium spent on the next city, we can spend the next Imperium we get on a... Ooh, sea travel. We're going to go grab that. Because I want you to go this way. How much is it? 100? So we're 2 turns out. Okay. We'll head this way and then get him going that way. Soul Collection is in. I'm not... We're going to go Wayfinder. For once, we're actually going to go Wayfinder. I do recommend it with this culture. And we are going to go Unholy Leader. This will give our Undead in our stack plus 10% damage and plus some resistance. We've also collected the remains of Lyra Ravenbeak. Now, there's a fun little thing you can do if you are indeed undead. And that is that you can animate the fallen. And I think it's only fair. 60, wow. That, we do that. So I am going to get the Soul Collection going. Like I said, I don't think this is the wisest decision you can make. Soul Collection early does hamper your gold economy, getting your growing up and running. But because we're double dipping with money, I think it'll be okay. A messenger delivers an official declaration of your enemy, Folkla Wild of Riverbed, to the throne of eternity, your throne city. To the craven Lich-Lord, you are the worst ruler of this world. All other Free City rulers laugh at you behind your back. We are surprised you have not let slip and fallen back into the void by accident. Your enemy is war. Elder Folkla. Or your enemy in war. The pitiful elder mocks your ability to craft war. How will you respond? How indeed? I wouldn't mind the Imperium. This would make it so I could seafare this turn, but I mean, this is a tier 3 unit. And it's a pretty darn good one. So summon a Watcher now. That will hamper our economy a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe. It's not like casting spells is my utmost priority right now. But I think I have to teach this person a lesson, and they are in a pretty good spot. I mean, this is magic material. This is a wonder. I think it's pretty spicy, too. I respect it. We can go clear this as well. I don't think anything is going to stop the taking of Atrovicalis, so we'll just let that ride. You're heading north. That's food. You'll love to see it. Now, if I have a really good hero, I will take them. Ah, so Lanesh is proud. But it doesn't look like we do. Nope. So we are going to raise our foolish opponent, who dared oppose us, to field our war machine. I can boost this. We can boost it. Sure. And we'll get an Arcane Institute. I love knowledge. As everyone knows, I love knowledge. Much to my detriment. This should be an easy battle. It was a painful battle. Against zombies? No, 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 no. Now, I shouldn't go crazy here. There's something that I need to remember. I think we all should remember. Necromancer armies are meant to be expendable, and I do think the update did a great job in personifying that fantasy. How much does this cost? 6 mana? Easy. That's Cosmic Ablation, or not Cosmic Ablation, but, what's it called? Starblades. Doing work here. Need to get Starblades to Kel'Thuzad. See, this is more like it. This is what should have been. How dare you deal so much damage to Kel'Thuzad? Silly man. I'm gonna grab just one Skeleton Warrior. The Vengeful Sparkcaller. The Grave Calling Staff. Okay. Starting with Necromancer Orbs gave me Raise Undead, which is all I really wanted from it, so we're gonna switch into the Grave Calling Staff, because it is way more appropriate for Kel'Thuzad. And we have 110 Imperium, so we can grab basic Seafaring. And we're gonna Seafaring. We can also use this opportunity to expand. We got a Spirit Hawk. I don't know what the infestation here is, so just chill. There you go, this way. You are returning to our Lich-Lord. And you are out and about. Ooh, nice. Shipyard is in. Arcane Institute is on the way. We're grabbing an Arcanist. We are going to decline this because we are going to spawn a new friend. My income is low. We can fix this. It's not a pretty fix, but there is a fix. Annexing this immediately fixes the problem. What if we get a quarry and we make the mana obelisk? Eh? Might even boost it. Feels good being in the corner of the map. Holy shit. Magistrate Quinil Savinium by the Free City Cyra Court acknowledges you with an elegant curtsy. Hail, great Kel'Thuzad. The people of Cyra Court greet you and wish you well. We look forward to introducing you to our arts and culture so that you may taste our opulence. Now, this is an individual I can get along with. Let us weed the words of the cult of eternity. Tell me, bird, would you like eternal life? For I promise if you join Kel'Thuzad, you shall have it. Alright, I think we take out one of these guys for this. Temperature in the immediate area rises and falls intermittently as a group of elemental beings panic at your army's approach. The magma spirit, seemingly the leader of this group, wavers unsteadily before you. It seems aware that engaging you would result in almost certain death, but is unwilling to abandon its group. Now, as mentioned, Kel'Thuzad is not strictly evil. He's not good, don't get that twisted, but he's not strictly evil. So I believe that we would demand a portion of our power. That is a butcher ogre. Before they leave. That also gives us a little bit more time to fix our economic situation. Seer Zenduka Codex of the Free City Manor Front greets you for the first time. Salutations, Lich-Lord of the Cult of Eternity. We Cult of Eternity humbly ask you to respect Manafont's territory and independence. Oh, you're of my culture as well. Well. Would you like to join the cult? Do you seek eternal life, freedom, liberation from the pains of our mortal coil? I do. Wayfinder enchantment is in. I probably shouldn't have moved to my scouts before I got that. And now we open up the second tome, and here's where things get a little divergent. As mentioned, Kel'Thuzad is an archmage in his own right. In the world of Warcraft, the Warcraft universe, mages mastered 3 schools of magic and their many sub-schools. Fire, Arcane, and Frost. And Liches in particular in Warcraft 3 dealt a lot of Frost damage. In fact, the undeath necromantic stuff was usually left at the Death Knights, and the Frost bombardment was left to Kel'Thuzad. They're, the Liches. So we could go full all in balls deep shadow. Or we can mix in some other stuff. And I think... How long has it been since I've gone all in shadow? Let's get some Frost shenanigans going, shall we? It's an homage to the Kel'Thuzad of yore.
When all the world has turned to ice, I see a pure frostling paradise. Frost their limbs and make their bones brittle, entombed in icy blood. Summon the blizzard to freeze flesh and inspire fear that harkens back to a time when mortals huddled in caves, fearing the cold would claim them.
I'm not particularly a fan of the White Witch, and as the Mystic culture, we have more than enough battle mages. Let's get Frostblades. The most expensive one, of course. And let's get Wayfinder enchant. Okay, good. I didn't need to, do that. We have a hero offer. Ooh, Nature Adept. It's a bird. I don't know. We're going to stick with the plan. It will delay our second stack from forming, but we're going to stick with the plan of just resurrecting those foolish enough to pose us. And by resurrecting, I mean forcibly enslaving in eternal life, which is the whole point of our cults, you know? I kind of like that so far the continent... Yeah, I'm going to disband you. Mana's tight. The continent is kind of forming in Eastern Kingdoms. Kind of. Because, they have it kind of thins down in the south. Near Stranglethorn. It's kind of cool. Grab that. We have a friend nearby, but I don't want to trespass. For once. I expected that to have water spirits in it, to be honest. Okay, we're going to go this way, down to the tower to reveal and see if there's any nodes down there. It is very important we get all these pickups. These pickups are not only providing us immediate resources, but also providing us with late game resources. So, it is of the utmost import we don't slack. Now, we have Ultra Vicalis. I don't... The name's okay. If someone has a better name suggestion, feel free to let me know. We're gonna boost the palisade walls first. We can't have a repeat of what happened to me. I mean, we could. I'd rather not. Beautiful Omnum. A Wand of Healing. Hey, Kel'Thuzad, do you want to heal? Not exactly a mage's speciality, but, can make it happen. What I'm here for is this. Now, we aren't going to have the insane expansion tricks of the last playthrough, but it should still be okay. So we have 2 quarries and we have a fish farm. We need a forester. So let's get one here. We have acquired the Rainbow Clover, which gives us plus 100 relations with free cities and rulers. Yes. The Cult of Eternity merely wishes to aid you in eternal life. Fear not our research. All-Seeing makes it so free cities with the Whispering Stone grant you vision range, and we gain 15 knowledge for each city that has a Whispering Stone. Because we already have Court of Whispers, this is dirty. This is a dirty early knowledge boost, and I want it. It's my knowledge, and I want it now. Oh, why is it always you? It's always you that we find first. Hail, Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the first Liberator Blint, the Under-Savior. Many Godir make war. I aim to make peace. Now, this is our Blint for this playthrough, and the first Blint that's above ground. I have no underground characters for this playthrough, and I am very curious to see how different his performance is, because last playthrough, he got absolutely shafted by his underground spawn, and I'm interested to see if this will be different. Now, Blint is our Barbarian representative, because he is here not as a champion, but as a Godir. He leads the freed Pink Horde. That's right, he took over the role of Green Jesus. So the Horde is, of course, orcs. They are ferocious, strong, and hardy, which I believe are the typical orc traits. The barbarian culture that are adept settlers and relentless crusaders, because the orcish Horde, once broken and beaten, was quite the victim. At the end of the Second War, the Horde was shattered and fragmented. By the unified might of the Alliance of Lordaeron, the orcs who had survived were imprisoned and worked to the bone in internment camps. This cruel enslavement was meant to be broken by an orc champion. But time has been twisted. Their champion never came, their bonds never broken, until an unlikely liberator appeared from beyond the ruins of the Dark Portal. So Blint is a revolutionary diplomat who came here to save the orcs because, well, he knows what it's like. He knows what it's like to be beaten and used as a plaything, tormented, destroyed over and over again. So he likes empires with multiple races, he likes empires with vassals, he dislikes empires with a larger domain, and he dislikes empires that trade grievances. His strategy is to form alliances, never break treaties, and to explore and to expand. As of right now, he is quite indifferent to our existence. But the fact that we have disdain for evil and he's a relentless crusader, the moment I go evil, he will have major justifications for war. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Do we give a gift to Blint? Let's give Blint a gift. Yes, Under Savior, don't worry about the cult of eternity. I accept this goodwill, Kel'Thuzad. Thank you. You're most welcome. Just don't investigate what I'm doing, okay? Yoink. That is a Kara. I'm leaving. Okay, so we have 2 cities. We have 2 individuals that are primed. What are you? Oh, yeah. We do have enough for our second hero, so we are going to animate Lyra Ravenbeak, who was foolish enough to oppose me. Now that they have removed the leadership clash, I am inclined to make her a bodyguard for Kel'Thuzad, because that is 1000% something that he would do. But as we are necromantic, we're going to need someone to lead another Doom Legion of skeletons. Okay, this is either Assassinate or Dark Ritual, and I'm going to go with Dark Ritual. We also have a better shield for you, which is interesting. You have the Fine Sparkle. Oh, it has Lifesteal already. Raise of Hand. Oh, no, the Lifesteal's because you're Whiteborn. Okay. Never mind, I was about to start complaining. You actually have decent starting gear. I'm kind of impressed. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Shall I still complain? I think I'm still going to complain. In Age of Wonders 3... Motherfucker. In Age of Wonders 3... Lifesteal was a thing. A glorious, beautiful thing. And if you somehow, some way, manage to acquire 2 forms of Lifesteal, that Lifesteal would transform and become Greater Lifesteal. And that was a beautiful mechanic. Now, of course, there were also units that just had Greater Lifesteal. There were 2, 3, 2. 2, final answer. The one I remember is the Fallen Angel. The Fallen Angel has, I'm just going to stun this. Wow, okay. Technically, I didn't have to stun it. We go for a death. We get in the earliest death in A. Let's do it. Ooh, you have Rising Fury going on. Death. It is. Resistant. It's okay, it's only the first death. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure nothing will go awry. I'm sure it'll be perfect. And we'll all be happy little campers come tomorrow. So these must be, yeah, blow darts. I wasn't very impressed by the blow darts team in the Khazesic playthrough. I don't know. They did not spark joy. I'm gonna nibble on that. We'll just get a heal here. then you can start slapping. As we start layering enchantments, our skeletons are going to become a lot more effective. It'll be very good. Very good. We could even try and go for like a go here and shield. A full elemental comp. That could be fun. Like have you know, fire weapon, ice weapon, lightning weapon. Just get them all. Gotta catch 'em out. Okay, man. Is it a good sign or a bad sign that I've already tried to sing 2 songs? I don't know, but my mana can't support this, so goodbye, skeletons. I will miss you. Oh, also, I don't have any souls. The Cold Protector. A tier 3 shield. Why not? Lyra? Just getting better and better stuff. You best not betray me. Now, we're here for this. And the question is, can I do it? What turn is it? It is turn 15. They may upgrade next turn. Let's do it. A low-risk battle where they slew only the Storm Spirit. Do I take that? Sure. Alright. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So we'll keep following you around. Now, I can expand this direction, but I think we're going to want to... Alright, we'll build an outpost here. I'm technically 3 expansions away. Alright, we'll get an outpost here. We'll just grab it. Because, you know, mana, costing points. Good shit. I found Blint. He has a dire penguin. How Blint of him. Even when he's a good guy, he still possesses the greatest of all evils. So here's his throne city of Durnhold Keep. Durnhold Keep was one of the main settlements that held an internment camp for the orcs. I mean, if I bum rush this, is it even worth it for me to do this? I can barely see the lines. I'd have to go here. Here, here, here. It might be worth it. Just cancel this. I think I'm going to. Because I have to plop this down for 2 turns. It's going to take a turn to build a work camp. Then I'm going to we'll just rush it. It's fine. How many scouts do I have? Wrong button. There we go. 1, 2. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is enough. Not enough. We'll go 1 more. Kel'Thuzad is level 4, and he gets summon undead. Oh, it's like the game knows. You love to see it. Strength training? Maybe she should go defense training. But we'll get it all. Adaptive research. Locking and reshuffling costs less. Research researchers costs less to build. Oh, we'll take it. I do love some research. We can adapt as well. No big deal. I'd like to find my next city. Which I don't know why I'm saying that. I found my next city. A scout reports to you that he spotted a strange band of merchant cult of eternity in the wilderness. That doesn't make any sense. Merchants from the cult of eternity in the wilderness. There was something off about these Cult of Eternity members, the scout informs you. They swear that they are traders. However, I noticed they carried concealed weapons. The scout then leans in and whispers, "These traders possess surprisingly few wares to trade, yet their mounts were sturdy and bred for battle." These traders proclaim that they will travel into your realm, the scout concludes. How will you welcome them? Let us seek them out. Great. That's fine. I need to build an army to deal with all this crap. That was going to be your purpose, but you're going to have to lead the assault over here. Okay, I was really afraid it would kill that skeleton. Despite how weak he is, I would like him for the other army. Ooh, hello. And we met Persian Wildhammer. So you are the Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad of the Cult of Eternity. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. This is Chief Thane Persian Wildhammer of the Wildhammer Dwarves. There had to be a dwarf, so I thought I'd throw a little spin on it and introduce the lesser well-known one. Although I suppose the Wildhammer clan is quite famous these days. The Wildhammer clan, here's their story. The Wildhammer clan has always been different from their brethren. Typos killer. They greatly distrusted the fools holed up in their mountains, and sought to form lifelong bonds with griffins and soar through the skies, riding the lightning in the hinterlands of Cosmodan. When the orcish horde invasion reached the Thandal span, Chief Thane Persian Wildhammer saw the immediate threat that they posed. After successfully defending his lands with hit-and-run tactics, the aviaries joined hands with the alliance of Lordaeron to wipe the orcish threat from the eastern kingdoms. Their allegiance hinged solely upon the hinterlands' guaranteed safety and sovereignty. The Wildhammer clan have eagle mounts. As mentioned in the story, the Wildhammer clan were known for two things. One, they bonded with griffins. They loved their griffins. And two, they're Stormhammers, which is why I made them the Primal Culture Stormcrow. It's not quite like a Storm Griffin, but it's the next best thing. They're also hardy, because, they're dwarves. They're fabled hunters. The Twilight Highlands, well, that's what they're called later, the hinterlands of Cosmodan were very open. They didn't have mountains. Like, their mountainous domains were almost exclusively used for their aviaries. Otherwise, they lived above ground like everyone else. And great builders because they're still dwarves. They weren't as good builders as the rest of their kin, but like I said, they still built great aviaries, so it works. It works. He is a strategist warlord. The main reason for this is to get him to brute force him to do lightning stuff, which it looks like it has worked. Round of applause, well done. He likes empires that have summoned units. He likes empires that have defeated other empires. He dislikes empires that trade grievances, and he dislikes empires with stronger research. He is driven by war. He will never surrender, and he will exterminate and expand. Also, it takes quite the strategic mind to do hit-and-run tactics against an invading and overwhelming. Blint, I want that. Are we going to be friends, Blint? By the way, this friendship is going to disappear in 7 seconds flat. Got all that for 100 gold to be able to pick this up. This friendship is going to disappear in the blink of an eye. Once I go evil. That's okay. How's the underground? What do you mean can't? Oh, there's something on this. Oh, you... Whatever. I wanted to see how small the underground was, but fine. Okay. The only question in my mind is, will my next city be a seized riverbed, or will my next city be an incorporated mana fort? And considering this is taking 7 turns, I'm going to go ahead and say a seized riverbed. An instant library, don't mind if I do. How is our economy? We should probably get more mana, and then we should go up. Actually, should build better. That's what we should do first. Frostblaze is coming in this turn, so it's a good thing I am interested in getting more mana. Maybe I should have grabbed this just for the 20 mana. Decisions. Debating. Let's do this first. Frostblades are in. I am going to want a Necromancer. These are built from town, I believe. And I am going to want a Blizzard. So let's get... We'll lock the Blizzard and get a Necro. I don't know... The Necromancers don't have any, like, Healy support stuff going on, so in my opinion, it's usually a good idea to combine them with other support stuff you got going on. Hey, Blint. How you doing?
Huh?
How's your mother? I want this. We are competing with Kurgan for this, so he's not going to like me, but I am going to win that, so. Got there first. Finder keepers. Losers weepers. It is going to take a few Imperium to get through this, but that's okay. No big deal. Oh, I found Airy Peak. Okay. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to walk right up to your capital's doorstep. That wasn't part of my plan. Oh, I should have cast Frostblade. That's fine. 12 Astral Echoes. I think in the Eratus playthrough, when I played a Mystic, I had 5. So this is going a long way better. Much better than previously. My exploration is going a long way to aid me. I think that's what I wanted to say before, I messed it all up. I don't think that's Blint. Well. Another ruler comes to threaten my empire. Just stay out of my way, and I will stay out of yours. Greetings, High King Anasterian Sunstrider. He leads the Kel'Thuzad of Kel'Thuzad. The Kel'Thuzad, or High Elves in the common tongue, have been isolationists for millennia, content to bask in the light of the sunwell behind the domain of Kel'Thuzad. Although Anasterian's nearly 2,800 years of rule has been marred by conflict, his people have stood behind him, knowing that his choices were all made to benefit his kin. Although the High Elves were not involved in the initial invasions of the Orcish Horde, their domain paid a heavy price thanks to Doomhammer's alliance with the Amani Trolls. While Kel'Thuzad held, its forests burned, and the loss of their lands ultimately led to severing ties with the alliance of Lordaeron. The High Elves once again retreated into their isolationism, triggering a domino effect that could unravel the once stalwart alliance. The High Elves were pretty chill and isolated in the northernmost part of the Eastern Kingdoms, and, they interfered a little bit, but for the most part, they kind of just kept to their territory, which is why Anasterian is a fanatic isolationist. He likes empires without relationships to free cities, so he's not going to like me. He likes empires that trade grievances, he dislikes empires that have many alliances, and he dislikes empires with multiple races. His strategy is to isolate, to be wary of treaties, and he likes to exploit, and to expand. The Kel'Thuzad themselves are our representative high culture. They have all of the scary stuff, just like me. Arcane focus, keen-sighted, and sharp eyes. As mentioned, they are the high culture, and a hermit kingdom was built for the Keld'Thuzad, so it's perfect. It was nerfed. Yeah, so it used to be you would gain all these benefits if your domain does not border the domain of any other city or outpost. It used to be that it could share borders with yourself, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Maybe. Someone can let me know. They are also ancient wise ones because the Keld'Thuzad are ancient. They are one of the eldest races on Azeroth. So go. And we met another character. Why are you strength rank 8? You shouldn't be. So you are Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad of the Cult of Eternity. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. So I'm glad we didn't meet him first. But I wish I met him last. This is Lord Aeonis. I've kind of combined a few characters to create this one. And he is very special to this particular playthrough, because he leads the Epoch Hunters. The infinite dragonflight is made up of those who have abandoned their sacred duty to Azeroth. Once charged with protecting the true timeline, these betrayers seek to distort pivotal events in history to create a brighter future. In this timeline, Lord Aeonis has stopped Thrall's rebellion to prevent the creation of the new Horde, disrupted the call of the Lich King to prevent influence spreading beyond Northrend, and completely sealed the Dark Portal to prevent the fell energy seeping in from Draenor. Yet still the future he sees grows darker, yet darker. Who or what dares interfere with the Lord of the Infinite's grand design? So this is the one character that has major advantage. Lord Aeonis, I combined actually 3 characters to create him. The Lord Deos, who is a new character, is the one who had the Lord title. Aeonis is from the Caverns of Time dungeon, the Black Morass, where you help Medivh open the Black Portal so that history can flow. And the Epoch Hunter is the name of the Infinite Dragon from the Durnhold Keep Caverns of Time where you free Thrall. So I kind of meshed them all together to create this person who interfered with the timeline and gave him major advantage so that he can be a tyrant. Now, of course, he is our Reaver representative, so he may need that major advantage. But the Epoch Hunters are a race of lizardmen with fast recuperation, overwhelming tactics, and hardy. They are the Reaver representative, so they are the invaders in this realm, which makes perfect sense. They are merciless slavers and artifact hoarders. Aeonis himself is a strategist warlord who likes empires that have summoned units, likes empires that have defeated other empires, dislikes empires that trade grievances, and dislikes empires with stronger research. He is driven by war, he will never surrender, and he seeks to exterminate and to expand. There is no world in which we get along with Lord Aeonis, but the longer he doesn't look at me, the better we're all gonna be. Yeah, that is our... In the poll, I was like, everyone will have minor advantage except for the major antagonist. And I had a few ideas for this. There are like 3 characters like, you could all have major advantage. But ultimately, I'm happy with this conclusion. I'm going to lock Blizzard again. Go with Necrotic Magic. The Throne of Eternity can expand. What do we want here? Forester. And this Gold Vein. Forester first. No Empire skills available. Shadow Binding. This will actually be very important to our playthrough in time. And I wouldn't mind the roads, but we're saving up because I think I'm going to try and get to this city. Now, unfortunately... yeah, I don't think there's any world in which we get more than one benefit from Metropolitan Society. But of course, that would involve, first of all, having Metropolitan Society. Which is an ask within itself. Oh. Kudrin's invoking the power of the Fae. Okay, okay, I see how it is. That could be really annoying. This guy's going to scout. Like I said, I think the Mystic Scouts here are drawn to the pickups. We're just going to walk around the High Elf lands. Where is it pick up there? It would be very appropriate if there was an endless sea, by the way. How does the story go? Is that any boat that ventures into the Great Sea is, like, devoured by an endless storm or something? Anyway, Frost Blaze is up. This will make it so all melee attacks deal +4 frost damage, -2 physical damage, and deal bonus damage to any slowed or frozen units. I can't wait to slow everyone so the meme can live on. Everyone hates me, but I am still neutral. How are we feeling here? I don't know. Undermine the walls. It's gonna take a while. It's okay. Okay, it looks like we have our little Spirit Hawk here is well in the lands of Mordor. Of, Airy Peak. Is it worth trespassing for this? Yes. It is to me. Duchess Isabella Weaver of the Free City of Kingerhelm approaches with fanfare. We, the people of Kingerhelm, greet you, O Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. You will find here a place of honor, glory, and devotion to chivalry. We anticipate that either peace will be achieved between us because of values we share. We will engage in glorious combat that the bards will sing of for millennia to come. Unfortunately, she's about to be vassalized by somebody. I have a guess. I was right. Hail, Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. Allow me to introduce myself. I am King Tyrannus Menethil II. Many Gordir make war. I aim to make peace. The Jaina playthrough had Arthas. This playthrough has his father. You can't have the Alliance of Lordaeron on the map without the Kingdom of Lordaeron. The Kingdom of Lordaeron is the heart of the Alliance, and King Tyrannus Menethil II is the heart of Lordaeron. His diplomatic expertise has brought the entirety of the Eastern Kingdoms together to stand against the Horde's invasion. But what future awaits the people now that they have claimed victory? The post-war logistics are even more complex and divisive than those required during the Second War. As the Alliance of Lordaeron begins to fray under the weight of rebuilding the Eastern Kingdoms, King Tyrannus places his faith in the light to see them through to a brighter tomorrow. And it's working so far. He's strength rank 1. Holy shit. He is our feudal representative. The humans here just have the basic tactics, I think, for traits. Adaptable, fast recuperation, and defensive tactics. As the feudal culture, he is the chosen uniter, and he is an imperialist. There we go, I can zone over it finally. So, he likes me for some reason. Because I'm neutral? Oh, because he's good. Interesting. Interesting. I can't send him a welcoming gift. Because I'm broke. Now, we could start to negotiate, which is very Kel'Thuzad of me. Shall we, become a little insidious, good sir? Shall I share with you positioning of the Kel'Thuzad? He probably knows. The High Elves blamed the humans. Oh dear. Where's the line? They blamed the humans for all of the many deaths that they experienced when the forests of Kel'Thuzad burns. But the humans... Shite. I can't expand there until I'm tier 4. I should have put that down. Oh, big mistake. The humans, i.e. Lordaeron, reminded them kindly that they would have been screwed without the humans. They all would have died, not just the forests. So the relationship began to fall apart. But anyway, Blint is mad that I'm befriending Sirikord, which is something. So is Kurdrin. Okay. I'm gonna do it. This may be foolish. In fact, I guarantee it's foolish. I'm gonna go here and get an outpost going. Alright. Oh hey, let's just Magma Spirit. Do I want that? Oh, you have orders. No, I don't want it. That's 10 mana. I think I broke this guy's auto-explore. So that is 5 members. There are 3 remaining. I'm trying to remember who they are. A high-risk battle. How's the auto do? A defeat. Painful defeat. Alrighty. Starting things off with a refresh. You love to see it. This is going to be a tough fight. I can feel it in me bones already. So we have their army is kind of split in half, but we have a little bit of a problem. And that is the fact that this guy is really thick. And they have a lot of health for some reason. I'll tell you why. So we're gonna have to make do a lot of tricks, I think. It's gonna be a tricksy little hobbits moment situation. I might try and reinforce this guy. I don't know. I don't like the magic shield ability. See how it pans out. I think I might have to save the save the summon for the 7th quarter. It depends a lot on what we get. Stunning this guy would be incredible. No such luck. I did decay him, so we'll go ahead and refresh. Do I have any other spells? I do not. Okay. This would be a moment where it wouldn't have been bad to summon him, see what happens. Got a corrupt soul. Okay. Should have gone for Blizzard instead. I think what we're going to want to do... I could tie up the Primal Charger. Wow, double retaliation. Oh, they have super growth already. Holy shit. Okay. So we're just going to go over here and see if we can tie up a little bit. Minor defense. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, he has Fury of the Glacial Mammoth. I don't know what that does. Oh, you have an AoE. Okay, fair enough. Freeze, of course. That makes sense. Glacial. Okay. So I could summon one of these back. I can heal. This does not dispel, by the way. Maybe I should have gotten restore. We'll just get him back to defense. I think you're also going to just defend. If I can kill the hero, I think there's a chance. So we're going to have to whiff it here. Man, 40% don't feel good. I grazed a 90%. That's how you know it doesn't feel good. Okay, you got the cleave in. Darn. Okay, things aren't going well. But we're not out of the wood, or they're not out of the woods yet. They sure are close to it, though. Can I necrotize this? Bro, look at that retaliation. Okay, this guy has to die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was a grace. Okay, I'm gonna take this hit. Oh, Alright, well. Can I kill this? I can. Okay. Go for the kill. Alright, this guy's gonna disappear, which is unfortunate, but hopefully... Oh, no. There goes the Soother. You aren't gonna do what I think you're gonna do. Oh, it might be GG. I have to get these guys in melee. Oh, this is about to be over. You know what's about to happen. How are you so durable? They're about to summon a mammoth. There it is. Kel'Thuzad's gonna fall. Something overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Yep, it's GG, team. That is GG. The second playthrough now where I've died in the first episode. The worst part about this... Can I shank him? Well, the worst part about this isn't even dying and losing, you know, the ogre and the watcher. It's the fact that my research is gonna pause while Kel'Thuzad's dead. That's the worst part about this. But there is hope. You receive a message from the king under the mountain, Smaug the Terrible, sent through the far currents of the astral sea. Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad, I received word about your campaign in this realm. I am impressed by your efforts, and hereby formally offer my aid. Allow me to fight as your hero. Together, we shall claim this realm and show all Gordia the power of our pantheon. The king under the mountain offers his aid as a hero under your commands. Absolutely. I need to move that way. Well, Big F, Ultra F, Giga F. We died. And I'm broke. That's a combination. So, it's time to recover. It's time to take a breather, explore the map, and relax. You know how the saying goes, greed is good until it's bad. Speaking of being bad, that ritual circle was coming for you. Sage Oberon Hexheim of the Free City Still Goddess greets you with sage, vaguely insufferable expression. Salutations, Kel'Thuzad. The imperialistic vermin of Still Goddess extend a hopeful wish of mutual neutrality. Our diviners foretold of your presence in these lands. We seek only to further our understanding of the arcane arts and remain amenable to fostering a mutually beneficial relationship with your mighty empire. If we cannot, we hope we can at least stay out of each other's way. This wouldn't be a bad city to try and weasel. Of course, Anasterian has a pretty hefty lead, which is unfortunate. Necrotic magic is in. Do I go for Lesser Snow Spirits? Having at least one summon will help me, let's get the tower. Having at least one summon will help me, like, reinforce in the field, which can be very pertinent, you know? Kel'Thuzad has been forced to the void. But it is not the first time that Kel'Thuzad has been faced with death. And it will not be the last. You have not heard all that there is. The call of Kel'Thuzad. I hope you don't die. Okay. Put this here. I should have done this earlier. I was foolish to abandon it. Do you want this gold mine? You have one. Sure. Money's a little tight here, so we'll go around and grab that. I have 20 of them. That feels like a lot. Oh, hey, it's Anastarian. I gave them the Berserker's Act so he wouldn't die. How kind am I? Alright, I'm still broke. The city is pissed because Kel'Thuzad's dead, but don't worry, I'll be back. I'm trespassing the city. Just don't give a shit about their sovereignty. Get a spell shield. 7 turns! What is with the draft in this city? Bloody hell. It doesn't exist, that's what's with it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Perfect. I didn't want that random-ass derelict workshop to kill me. Give me the blue stuff. This isn't quite as annoying as playing the industrious culture and when you have to, you know, pillage every turn. Whatever it's called. Oh. 25. This number feels excessive. But I'm not going to say no. Kel'Thuzad has returned. Alright, what's your problem? You don't have a tavern. That's your problem. Okay. We can fix that. I thought it was mad just because there was no Kel'Thuzad, but it turns out there was more to it. Actually, you know what? Fine. No, it's not fine. It's fine. I was gonna say, instead, let's get the blacksmith so I can actually recruit stuff. Rivalry between Blint and Anastarian. Let it be known that Aenus has crossed me. He's crossed us all, you're just too ignorant to know about. So we can trade, and all of my trades are free. Silver-tongued fruits. This might be good. When you think of it, it's kind of fucked, right? I am giving them 0 gold, and they're giving me their silver-tongue fruit, which is making it so they like me faster. The crude Lich-Lord speaks to me once more. As always, I will do my utmost to be courteous. Fuck you, Aenus. Well, I think what we should do is go do this quest. I'm so broke. I am so broke. Remember when I said you're also pissed? Well, there, get a tavern. Make sure we build those. Remember when I said that thing that I said? That I don't even remember what I said? I'm sure it was great. Yeah, I completely lost the train of thought. I'm sure whatever I said was fantastic, and it's all going to work out. One day I'll be able to just send these guys on their merry way. It is time for a tier to Tome, and of course, we go to the Tome of Souls. Here we have the Tome of Doom Herald, which wouldn't be awful, but it's more important that we get the Tome of Souls. The reason is because this is the next stage for Necromancy, and it gives us the one, the only, the Bone Daddy.
Bodies are frail, yet strong is the will of all souls to cling to life. Grant them their desire. Craft them vessels of rotten flesh and bone. Even the fiercest foe shall serve your wishes when raised from the battlefield. For death reaches all, and in death you will dwell.
These are all pretty good. Soulbinders is very useful, but we're not there quite yet. We have the Bone Daddy Reanimation. We're not really fighting tier 3 and 4s right now, so it's not like mandatory. Whereas Soul Overflow is a spell I kind of scoffed at for a while. But I think it'll be good. We have our Necrotic Magic End finally. Unfortunately, I only have Arcanist to benefit from it. We can get the Crypt Blade, I don't care. Because I kind of been shafted. Incorporating Mana Font is going to be a long time. So I either need to build, or turn 24, holy shit. I either need to build a city. And I could convert this. It'd be a pretty barren city. Or I gotta go take this. Yeah, see, we're fine. I consider you my friend, Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. Together we shall prosper. Very well, King Tyrannus Menethil. With absolutely no other alternative motive, I think you friend too. Let's get some snow spirits. Man. Sucks. Give me an orb. Situation's kind of tough here. Rough start. Dying doesn't help anybody. Okay, so Tyrannus and Anasterian are going to take these. But I'm going to withdraw this stone for now and put it in my capital. And we can put it in there later. Did I get this? I did. No, I didn't. I wanted this. Alright, we'll get All-Seeing next turn. That'll help our knowledge out. Lyra Ravenbeak, your heroine, who you have dragged back from the dead, greets you with a warning. Courageous Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad, it has come to my attention that a dangerous Silver Knight is attacking travelers. Isn't this the event we already have? This tyrannical warrior has declared itself the sentinel of the oasis and stops anyone traveling through. It issues the challenge of defeating it in close combat. Supposedly, it is a formidable duelist. It is a Warbreed. Well, this one is down to 6 turns, so we'll get this going first. I gotta be honest, an army of spirits is not what I had planned. But you work with what you got. You know? You had a sneaky unit there. Don't think I didn't see it. I saw it. Alright. So we have something of an army. I have been denounced. You have crossed me, Lich-Lord. I did trespass, but it was for greater good. I trespassed in your domain to pick up an orb. It was doing nothing there. Three turns? Gee, man. This is why you need Materium. Military engineering is... It is, you know? Are there any pastures? Fish farms? Anything? I'll get this, and I can convert it later. No. I'll boost that. There we go. Here, get your okay, you're getting your work camp. Tavern's coming up. You are ready for stuff. You have no knowledge nodes. I'm disappointed in you. You also have only one gold node, which is this. What's holding me back here? It says it takes 8 movement points. Is it lying to me? You're deceiving me. Well, fine. Whatever. So you are Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad of the Cult of Eternity. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. Hello, High Tinker Gelbin Mekatork. The dwarves and the gnomes in the Warcraft universe have a very close relationship, but they are in fact quite different, and the High Tinker is here to remind people of that. And I'd share their story with you if it would stop going away. What do I have to do to keep this here? Here, what if we go here? Damn it. Please. I want this to stay up so I can share with you all of my hard work. Thank you. The gnomes of Gnomeregon made their home in the valleys of Dunmorrow. With a familial level bond to the dwarves of Ironforge, the gnomes were ultimately the backbone that defended the heart of Khazmodon from the Orcish horde. Although they had little involvement with the alliance of Lordaeron during the Second War, they joined hands with their dwarven allies to aid in and accelerate the reconstruction of Stormwind by creating the Deep Run Tram. Gelbin Mekatork was the mastermind behind the Underground project. Following its unprecedented success both mechanically and diplomatically, the gnomish electorate voted him to the office of High Tinker. As ruler of the gnomes, High Tinker Mekatork has sworn to stand by the dwarves of Ironforge and the alliance of Lordaeron, even as the alliance was beginning to unravel. So at this point, Gnomeregon was still whole. And the gnomes, like I said, they played a very background part during this time. It was really Warcraft 3 and beyond when they were beginning to be expanded upon. But I had to use halflings for them, which they're not halflings. They're different. But they might as well be. So they have quick reflexes. They're light-footed. They are adaptable. They are industrious representative, which is kind of appropriate for them. I mean, they build stuff, you know? They're more mechanically inclined, so I give them Economic Warlord to try and push them towards the constructs and the mind link and the whatever. Wonder Architects. and Perfectionist Artisans. I'm really curious to see if the AI can actually use this special trait. We'll see. They also apparently have a Destiny trait already, which is good for them. As mentioned, Gelbin is an economic warlord. This was 99% to try and push him towards the Empires and Ashes tomes, so that he can make the golems and get the Mind Link and the Juggernaut or whatever. But he likes empires with a strong military. He likes empires that trade. He dislikes empires with a smaller domain. He dislikes empires with a weaker economy. He is driven by war. He will never surrender. He likes to exterminate. And he likes to expand. He also does not like me. Of course, astral and material oppose each other, so that's not too surprising, I suppose. So that leaves 2 more opponents. I remember one of them, and he should be nearby, actually. Hint, hint. Oh! The other one we haven't met is actually very important to the story. It's quite something. See if we can push it through there. You will be pleased next turn. I have a hero that can join me. Patch of Loyalty is in. We may not be so different after all, Kel'Thuzad. Of course not. Emperor. Or he's a king, he's not an emperor. Wow, okay. There you go. No. King Tyrannus. We have so much in common, friends. Why has it taken us this long to get in touch? Would you like to live forever? Oh, hey, you already have your thing. You think befriending Syra Court will help you secure your path to victory? I do, in fact. My gamer's soul is hurting, because right now we're not using our 3rd city cap or our 3rd hero cap. Oh, the pain. Ah. Think I can run? I wonder why I can't run. Shall we try? Whatever. It was right there. Well, the pain of losing a loved one. What? The pain of not having a hero has been so readily resolved. Thank you, Smaug. I can always count on you. He has come with the Defiant Ring of Camouflage, which is interesting. Take this instead. It's dangerous to go alone. So what have you come with? Oh, he's ascended. Why? Huh. So, the ascension thing... I mean, you know, these are fine talents. I don't want to reset it and hope, you know, be afraid that the ascension goes away. The ascension talents, I wasn't able to, like, edit the people in our Pantheon and choose them. So maybe it just YOLO'd one for him because he was in our Pantheon. Which is fine. Okay. Yeah, you can have that corner. You can... That, sir, is yours. So here's Sector 17. That was the office of the High Tinker. Gain 200 mana, 200 knowledge upon completing Conquest of City. No, we're cool. I need to start getting other freaking affinities. At least Materium. How close am I to this quest? 3 turns. Okay. Your troops rush a group of winged creatures, but notice that they neither attack nor retreat. Let's build a nave here. It's 2 turns of blocking. Okay, this won't make me evil. My eyes just rolled out of my skull. Don't mind me. I'm going here so I can spawn something. Alright. Wow. Doing great. Doing fantastic. Oh, you can't spawn undead on the water. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day. I'm gonna zap this. Yep. Think I can freeze a Frost Wyvern? That seems bold. But I'm kind of all about these bold strategies. 22%. No. But I slowed it, so you know what that means. No retaliates. Alright. I almost lost a spirit. But you know what the difference between almost and losing a spirit is? A lot. It's slowed, so you know what that means? Ah, that joke is never gonna die. I'm not gonna let it die. True heroes never die. And that joke is a fucking hero. Trash boots. We have 3 turns. Okay, so I'm going to try and get up here to heal 1 turn in our friendly domain. Active loyalty next turn. Smaug is coming. Smaug will protect the Kel'Thuzad. He doesn't need this bullshit hero. Kel'Thuzad. However, all of these cities do need bathhouse, so just gonna boost it and let it run. Alrighty. Show me the sparkles. Where are the sparkles? I see some sparkles. Please don't take that clip out of context. I'm leaving. I want nothing to do whatever is going on with over there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Kel'Thuzad. I'm going to want Soul Collector eventually, but we're going to get defensive training first. These shoes are trash. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. I think we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. Doesn't exist. We're cool. We're being chillin'. Hey. There he is. There's still one more, though. Greetings, Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. You would say that, you dick. This is Archmagus Antonitus, the leader of the Kirin and the head of the Council of 6. This isn't going to fight me again, is it? Please don't. I worked so hard typing this all. I spent all morning on this. It'll let me. There we go. Just had to believe. The Magocracy of Dalaran is ruled by the ancient Kirin order, home to the most learned and successful mages of Azeroth. While they were once neutral in the political conflicts of the world, The First and Second Wars have pulled them into the alliance of Lordaeron, and now they stand on the precipice of change. The strings of order are beginning to fray at the seams. Will the aging Grand Magus and the Council of Six be able to hold together their beloved Dalaran? We'll see. So Antonidas is our other mystic culture representative. He has arcane focus, resistance, and sharp eyes. For his human people, Dalaran was open to many races, not just the humans, but at this point in time, it was dominated by humans. They too are gifted casters, which actually is why I wanted to be a gifted caster instead of a Scion of Evil, because it was kind of a parallel between me and the Dalaran that we are rebelling from, and they are also rune smiths. The Dalaran was, as said, magocracy. Their merit of magic was everything. They didn't care what race you were, they didn't care what creed you were. If you were magically inclined and willing to obey their rules, you're in. That's that. So, yeah, Antonidas is here. It was really hard to, get a hat for him, because he has a really weird, cap thing going on. But anyway, Antonidas is one of the greatest human mages to have ever lived. And, naturally, I'm not replenishing in this territory. Naturally, he had to be here to see our moments of glory. Oh yeah, the Hermit Kingdom gives them bonus grievances, doesn't it? For the Keldori. That's why they got so mad at me. I'm like, bro, 12 for stepping in your domain? It's fucking rude. Chieftain Viker, Dustraker of the Free City of Thunderwell, greets you with a flashing eyes, a big grin, and a proud stance. Strength and blood. Glory to you, Kel'Thuzad. We brutal felines of Thunderwell welcome you to these lands of strife. We look forward to seeing your strength on the battlefield, being it alongside you or against you. Felines? Felines? Oh. Congratulations, you are now my new best friends. Kel'Thuzad, the reason why I ranted that way, and part of the conditions to playing Kel'Thuzad is that Kel'Thuzad had a friend. I'm gonna keep this stack. I'm gonna keep this stack here, and we're gonna build up a stack to start bouncing around and killing all this crap. Kel'Thuzad had a stalwart companion. We'll call her that. Do I just get a second one? Sure. A stalwart companion in life and in death. And that, of course, was none other than Mr. Bigglesworth. Give me the knowledge. So much so that Mr. Bigglesworth, his cat, when he died and returned, when Mr. Bigglesworth died and Kel'Thuzad returned, Kel'Thuzad actually brought Mr. Bigglesworth back in a state of undeath. And the players can kill Mr. Bigglesworth. It's rude, and I don't know why you would ever do that. But in the Naxxramas raid, if you, at the start, you can see Mr. Bigglesworth walking around the teleporter. And if you kill him, Kel'Thuzad will rightly yell at you. So, you know, you fucking deserve it. In the days of the war with Riverbed, an unexpected guest appears at your court, a wicked white witch from the far north. Tremendous Kel'Thuzad. Long have I observed your intriguingly eerie reign. It chilled my senses and tingled my frozen veins. I come now with a gift. She shows a vicious smile as she presents a man of the woven wild spirits trapped in a floating cage of ice. Which hideous new shape should I give this spy of Riverbed? Frosty beasts are my speciality. Interesting. So we can, I can actually get a Giga unit here. Which Giga unit do we take? So we can either turn him into Eternal Ice, which is a shadow event, by the way, to give my city stability, which it's not a lot, it's okay. I could take him for myself, which will affect the fortification health of her bed, which is okay. Pretty good considering I have no siege tools. But I want a tier 4 unit. And these are tier 4 units. Now, we had a White Wolf in the Kasessic playthrough. Basically from like turn 30 to the end of the game. And it was glorious. But we've also had an Ice Spider Matriarch in the Morrigan playthrough. From a similar time frame, I'd say. I'm looking for which one's tankier. They're both like basically equally tanky. Let's go for the Ice Spider. So this is the Ice Spider Matriarch. The early Imperium upkeep hurts my soul a little bit, but she is a Giga Chad, 110 HP, 4/5 defenses. The big thing is that she has the Frozen Web, which is absolutely ridiculous. It has been nerfed since I last used it in the Morrigan playthrough. But it's whatever. It's whatever. My God. Are we friends yet? Not even close. We just started. I might have to feed Imperium to this guy, which I don't want to, but we might do it. You have pretty big territory, my dude. I think What's-His-Face is ahead of me. So I am going to throw 60 Imperium at him, just to make sure I won't lose. You have found the group of traitors that your scout described. Their leader steps forward. Why are you bothering us? We are but simple traders who did nothing wrong. His companions gather around him, their grim eyes fixed upon you. Most of them have their hands underneath their loose robes as if they clutch something. Leave now, we will depart soon enough. The leader says mockingly. Something is awry. What will you do? Fuck him up. Wow, nothing died. You know what time it is. The true identity of the Traitors is revealed. They are spies sent by Manafort. Manafort? Following your confrontations, you interrogate the leader of the group of spies. The Tyrant Knight refuses to speak at first. Fortunately, some veterans in your entourage have keen methods to make people talk. Like, I don't know, corrupted grain. The Tyrant Knight breaks even before anyone lays a hand on him. We will spill Manafort's secrets, cries the spy leader. Manafort's transgression demands a strong response. What will you do? I like the free knowledge. So we can instantly go to war. Because it's treachery. Which means I can instantly annex it. Oh. My rival Antonidas. Fuck it! The traitors must pay. And I have an army. I hate this item so much. Alright, Manafort. You want to fuck around? You want to spy on your leader, your Lich-Lord? Then you will pay the price for your arrogance. Okay, we have Spell Shield, we have you. Let's get some Arcanist, shall we? We'll have a little bit of a human army over here, just kind of, or living army, kind of over here hanging around. Friendship between Antonidas, not Antonidas, and Asterion. And I'm going to call him Asterion one of these episodes. Just brace yourself for it. And Tyrannus. War. This is the first war of the game between Antonidas and Gelbin. Interesting. negotiating is happening here, but that's okay because I'm about to pop it. Negotiating is happening in Thunderwell, but I boosted it past them, so we're fine. A Whispering Stone has returned because Mana Font is a deck. And I'm going to put well, let's not finish that thought. Alright, I have a free stone. Who wants it? So, because we start with the Court of Whispers, I can actually give stones to my, the neutral vassals here for economic benefits. And considering I'm barely positive even with this, I think we'll leave it there for now. I don't need to give it to the cities or anything. And I am very interested in getting, I keep forgetting, to get All-Seeing Eye. Let's see, hold on. Okay, I'm going to do it because Mana Font, it's probably going to take a bit to annex this. It's going to take, I don't know. You think it'd be 400? It's not going to be 200, I can tell you that. But I am going to have to break its walls down. So you know what? We will get it for now. This will make it so we get vision from all cities that have Whispering Stones, and free cities or vassals with a Whispering Stone grant you plus 15 knowledge. This should be plus 45 knowledge, bringing us up to 1, 5, 3. Booyah, the quick math worked out. But my friends, that was the first episode for Lich-Lord Kel'Thuzad. The Cult of Eternity has begun to spread its roots to the Eastern Kingdoms, and soon the outdated rules of Dalaran and the Alliance of Lordaeron as a whole will crumble beneath death. The inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Thanks for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you next time to punish the traitors of Mana Forts. They will serve in death.